Even though they're selling optical transceivers into data centers that should be hot with AI, it wasn't. The market sold the stock off. Not great news for this company because the product won't be ready until the end of this year. All right, welcome to the Drill Down Earnings, the latest look at the latest earnings from Lumentum, an important quarter for this company. Maybe not a great one. Here's the business story behind the stock on the move. I'm Cory Johnson, Chief Market Strategist for Futurum Group. When we look at Lumentum earnings, they're selling products into cloud data centers in the world of AI. You'd think that'd be a great thing. Not this quarter for Lumentum. This quarter, kind of a miss, we're going to call. The results were kind of in line, and the guidance was not very strong. But we want to dig into the business here, not just the miss or the beat. And here's what the business did, the actual numbers. So sales of $337 million, down 28% from the previous year. Non-GAAP numbers of profits of $22 million, but they actually lost $99 million on a GAAP basis. That's important because this business is slowing down, as we see, and they've had some inventory problems in the last few years, and the guidance was just not great. In the conference call, the company suggested that their data center transceiver business was going to temporarily dip in the June and September quarters and not start growing again until the fourth quarter and into next year. And that's just the datacom transceiver business. But boy, we talked to a company called Coherent earlier in the week. They were doing fantastic in the same business. So it suggests maybe these are company-specific problems when you look a little bit deeper. The revenue growth for this company just not there. And again, that optical transceiver business, just the opposite of what we heard from Coherent. And perhaps that was the real shocker here. Initially, Lumentum stock was up when the Coherent numbers were so strong earlier in the week, but that was not warranted. But fear not, second half calendar 2024, they say they're going to be shipping their power efficient optical transceiver devices, and maybe that'll pick up at the end of the year. But boy, when the numbers came out, look at the stock chart. The stock sold off right away. People were hoping for a big upset here. It didn't happen, and indeed, all year long, the stock's down 26% in the last year, especially including the drop today. So not positive news. When you listen to Lumentum CEO Alan Lowe, and he came from the predecessor company, JDS Uniphase, for those of you scoring at home, or for those of you alone, the JDS Uniphase was the precursor to this business. But Alan Lowe talking about how they've been able to fix some inventory problems, and it's still an overhang. But if you forget about the inventory problems, maybe things look better for Lumentum.
So I think, putting aside the short-term inventory glut, we're very well positioned on existing products, on new products, and the new product demand is very strong. So I think from that perspective, we're very confident in our position and the market share today and going forward.
So yeah, if you can put aside the bad things, the good things are still there. The problem is the stock market looking at this, and I think most of us looking at this, is a business that's shrinking, and a business that sounds like they still don't have the right product at the right time and won't have it till the end of the year. So if you can wait that long, maybe you'll get some better news for Lumentum. But if you can't wait that long, well, maybe that's important. Maybe that's the big drill down earnings takeaway. Maybe that's part of what's in the big bite, the one number that's going to tell us a whole lot about Lumentum. No, it's something else. You want to stay tuned for that right after this.
The Drill Down is brought to you by Futurum Group, where analysts, researchers, advisors, content creators, and marketing experts help business leaders anticipate and understand shifts in their industries and build strategies to leverage disruptive innovation. With deep analysis, Futurum Group's extensive industry experience delivers reliable research and data, thought leadership, and actionable advice to help you with your strategy and go-to-market efforts. Futurum Group.
All right, here's a quick drill down earnings takeaway from just reported quarter from Lumentum. $367 million in revenues was 28% less than last year, even though they're selling optical transceivers into data centers that should be hot with AI. It wasn't. The market sold the stock off. Not great news for this company because the product won't be ready until the end of this year. But I promise you a drill down earnings bite, one number that tells us a whole lot. One thing that is getting better for Lumentum is inventory. 146, there's your number, 146 days of inventory. That's not great, but it's better than it was. All right, thanks for listening to Drill Down Earnings. I'm Cory Johnson. Quick earning takes on Instagram and TikTok at Drill Down Pod. Robust earnings reports on the Futurum Group YouTube page. Follow me at X, at Cory TV. Follow, like, subscribe, and comment. Drill Down Earnings, part of the 6-5 Media Group.